Hello, how is everyone doing today? For those of you who don't know me, I am Shadonis. I will be your host for this evening. We are on 2 channels today. So hello people at NGS. If those of you who are on my side, if you guys want to hop over to NGS, they would be more than happy to have you. And it'll be a little bit more easier for you guys to have conversation if you are all in the same place. But yes, for those of you who don't know, I am Shadonis. I am a caster for NGS. I have been doing this on and off for a little while now, trying to be pretty consistent this season. I'm also a TCG player and trying to expand what I'm streaming beyond that. But enough about me. We've got teams sitting here, waiting for us. So let's let them know that we're ready and quickly run down the standings. Because it'll take a second for them to get rolling anyway. So yeah, let's hop into the standings here. So we are on the semifinals for the Div C playoffs. Playoffs. In the match between Hotstads and Kentucky Fried Falstad. Hotstads are favored by the seed, as well as the fact that they did in fact win the last time these teams went up against each other, 2-0. They are much higher seed, as such they were automatically given the coin flip win. Don't think I have much else to cover. Let's go ahead and update that and hop into the map picks and bans. Like I said, Hotstads was guaranteed the coin flip win, if I recall the rules correctly. Someone will inevitably correct me if I did not. But yes, they decided to go for first pick. Kentucky Fried Falstad banned out Battlefield of Eternity, as well as Towers of Doom. Hotstads banned out Sky Temple, as well as Tomb of the Spider Queen. So Kentucky Fried Falstad has taken us to Alterac Pass, which we are in the middle of the draft for, with a Sylvanas, Junkrat, and a Dahaka ban. So pretty standard bans across the board. I don't know why I'm rolling my R's so much today. Probably the extra tension of being in 2 places at once. Also, not 100% sure if things will keep working as smoothly as they are. Fingers crossed. I am using a lot of fancy new tools this time around. Most people recommend you add like 1 or 2 fancy tools, not like 10. But yes, Stukov is the final ban for our Phase 1 with a Blaze first pick. Not sure what the follow-up pick will be. Joe is still on the table. Anduin's still on the table. Right Wing still on the table and very much beloved. Still don't think she's... I don't think she lives up to all the hype, but she is a cute dragon. So, I'm a fan of cute dragons. Excuse me. And Sonia. Solid first pick. Sonia has a lot of potential for a lot of comps. She's just a solid all-rounder bruiser slot. So is Blaze. He also does have that bunker. You guys are talkative, but I don't have anything to contribute to the conversation. Keep on it. Hykis and Chromie. So a really close range assassin, as well as a really far range assassin. Oh, by the way, Vayne, if you are around, feel free to run a prediction. Also, if anyone is in mod on the NGS side. I like doing predictions and like seeing who people bet on, so do feel free to do that. I will try to hype it up as best I can. Muradin, a pretty decent tank. Interesting, though. I can kind of see where he would work well for the side of Falstad, but I'm not 100% sure that's the tank they want. Not sure what this ban is. Might see a full tank starve. No, Tassadar. Tassadar can be quite annoying, especially with those walls. I do think I casted a Kentucky Fried Falstad game the other day, and they were terrifying with the walls. I think that was them. It would have been last week, I'm pretty sure. A Nubrek Orthea. That is pretty... That's pretty savage, honestly. Orphea has a lot of ways to follow up on Anubrek's just absurd amounts of stun. And they don't really have a good way to blow up the beetle. So I definitely see the logic there. They kind of want something a bit more sustained damage-wise to round things off. You are correct, Vikings are open. Johanna Anduin, last picks. That is not something you see every day. I do want to double check real quick. That does not look like Vayne is around at the moment. And there's the sustained damage dealer with Asia. I'm kind of a fan of this draft, honestly. Like, both sides have a lot of potential. Really long fight comp for the side of Falstad. I think that seems to be their preference, because I remember that being the case the last time I saw them as well. We'll have to see. I wasn't considering the map when I was saying that. I think the draft slightly favors Falstad. That's what my gut says. They are the favorite team. But let's go ahead and head to the battlefield and see if being the favorite team helps them at all. On the left side, we have Kakarats on the Tychus. User Error on the Anduin. Cubal on the Chromie. Godly Noob on the Blaze. And the King on the Johanna for Hotstads. As for the right side, we have a Magic Turtle on the ever-adorable Brightwing, Conflicted on the Cassia, Honey Badger on Sonia, Shadow Droid on the Orphea, and Krogdon on the Anubarak for Kentucky Fried Falstad, who was available and was not picked, for the record. Apparently my recording did not start. Oh, right, because I have that set to pause and unpause. Apologies, friends, on the YouTube side. Are set and ready to go, though. Speaking of user error. Oh! It's fine, just a draft. Not too much aggression from either side for the time being. Also, not any quests, really. Yeah, no, both sides just kind of keeping it chill. Camp Clear does favor the side of Kentucky Fried Falstad slightly. mean, both Orphea and Chromie are not great DPS for camps. And neither are their healers. But I think Orphea's slightly better at camps than Chromie. They did finish it first, so that does back up my statement. My word, everyone went quiet out of nowhere. Like, we started the game with just silence. Everybody's all excited to figure out what's gonna happen, I guess. The Kentucky Fried Falstad camp is getting absolutely blown up here. Again, not a whole lot of aggression. Also, not really any major talents of note. Yeah, see, that's it. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's an infinite quest, right? Yeah. Unless you're somehow supposed to get, you know, the 65.5 thousand stacks to finish that quest. And considering it's 1.5 damage every stack, pretty sure that you one-shot everybody on the map if you finish that quest. Sea East is a very good division for sure. That's my old home, my old stomping grounds. When I played 2 seasons in Sea East. Not sure where to put my camera. Both sides, like I said, just kind of just stand to their sides of the map right now, so I'll just kind of hang out in the middle, I guess, for the time being. Siege camp being picked up by both sides. Once again, Kentucky Fried Falstad a little faster on it. We do see the Beetle trying to get the sneaky channel through. Unsuccessfully, though. And he is not aware at all of the time trap. The time trap is only in your mind until Chromie activates it. Your bi-coastal. Nice. I like ambicoastal slightly better than bi-coastal. Only about 7 seconds on the channel from Kentucky Fried Falstad. Looks like both sides are probably gonna just wait around till 10 to fight over the first objective. Not Omni with only 2 options, Haku. That's the chomp reset, right? Yeah. I tried Q-build the other day. Wasn't entirely sure what to go on that tier. Quite a few stacks on the Cassia quest already. That might cause some problems as the game progresses. Meanwhile, tank duel in the mid lane, and once again going for the siege camps. There we go. I was gonna say, Hotstads should finish it any second. Anubarak once again trying to sneak the camp, but there's quite a few people hanging out there. Meanwhile, Chromie trying to answer the mid camp. Here we go. Looks like Anubarak might get another channel through. Nope. Everybody is in a solid position to fight him back. Brightwing does teleport in. Looks like we might see a team fight real soon. 10 advantage was in play for Kentucky Fried Falstad. There we go. Hotstads also has their 10. Again, nothing too shocking on the ultimate side. Nice grab onto the Johanna. We do see the pull from Anduin. Blessed Shield going out. Anduin in quite a bit of danger. Yeah, that's a very dead Anduin there. With Anduin dead, that might secure the objective for them. But meanwhile, Tychus will continue to push through that top lane. Probably going to get about half a fort before Sonya is able to stop him. I think that's about half a fort. Chromie working on the siege camp. Cavalry will be hitting the lanes real soon. Mid-camp will help mitigate that. No Master Assassin stats. Oh, it's takedowns. There's just been, like, no aggression this game at all. Fair bit of damage onto the Johanna there. She should be healed up just fine. This objective did not take as much damage as I would have expected from the siege camp. Front wall does go down. Top has already been resolved by the Tychus.
It will take more than that to stop the frost.
Blaze going in on the Cassia in the bot lane. Nice dodge out of the Valkyrie. And once again, everybody just kind of goes back to respecting their sides of the map. This is a really chill game so far. Like, a little bit of poking here and there, but for the most part, it's just, you stay on your side, we'll stay on ours. I don't expect the quiet, relaxed events that are currently happening to last very long, in all honesty. Got quite a few pick tools available, as well as some seriously good ways to start fights. And that'll just get better and better as the game progresses. Leaf goes out onto the Chromie, as does Bull. Valkyrie grabs the Anduin. Not too much aggression going through, but that is 2 ultimates down on the side of Kentucky Fried Falstad. Can Hot's Dads take advantage of that? We'll have to find out. Because contrary to popular belief, I cannot see the future. Chromie can. Chromie, can your team take advantage of the advantage they have?
Time for some action. Let's free our soldiers and
Chromie?
take the fight to the horde.
I guess she's distracted. Nice route on to the Anubarak. Solid pickup there. Meanwhile, Sonya trying to pick up the camp. She's not going to be able to fast enough. And it will be Hotstads that do manage to get the channel in right away. Anubarak won't be available for another 10 seconds. That's another 5 to get to the fight, most likely. And there's 2 in the bot lane, so it might be Kentucky Fried Falstad deciding to give this objective. Oh no, here they come. So we are likely going to see a team fight pretty soon. Leap on to the Anduin there. Valkyrie does go through. Brightwing teleports in. Blaze taking quite a bit of damage. Does get hit by the jaws, but manages to get the bunker down. Once again, it's just an Anduin pick, and everybody goes back to their business. Cassia wants more, though. She definitely wants more. Nubrek just trying to bully some people away. Anduin is back up. We probably see a recontest. There's quite a lot of time left on this cap, and Nubrek is at half health. Right Wing does not have any good ways to get him back up, and here is the Anduin. Odin still has about half its duration. Nubrek in some serious danger there. Both sides pretty close to completion. Next kill probably secures this objective. Plus shield goes through, and Orphea does go down. Light Bomb goes out onto 2. Tychus dropping quite quickly, though. So is Anduin. He pops the prayer and does go down. That's 1 for 2 as Cassia goes down as well. Nubrek is in a decent amount of danger, but overall okay. Tychus, though, in a lot of danger, does use the bunker to try and keep up his usefulness while he's at low health. Solid play from him, and Hotstads do get the channel to go through, and they have plenty of time to secure this without any further difficulty. So now they get revenge for that first objective loss. Top fort is down, though, so they can possibly get more from this objective than Kentucky Fried Falstad did. Front wall already going down before the cavalry even shows up. Nubrek gets the cocoon onto the back line here. Anduin trying to play very, very safe. Pull does go onto the Tychus. Light Bomb goes out, but not into the enemy team there. Again, everybody just kind of resets. Last few times I've casted Div C, it's been an absolute bloodbath, and here we are. Only 3 deaths on both sides. Just a nice, relaxed game of HOTS. A little bit of wave clear coming through, not too much aggression. Johanna may want to change that, but does not look like she's going to be able to. And the play is made to go for the bottom fort here. Nice play. They did see the enemies in that top lane. So they do get a fort and a half, a little over a half actually, from that objective. Hotstads just continuing the slow march towards victory. Meanwhile, Kentucky Fried Falstad do need to try and find a good opportunity to turn this game around. If the game keeps on at this pace, Hotstad's not gonna have a problem. And there's the play that might turn the game around. We do see Kentucky Fried Falstad on the boss. Looks like Brightwing may have shown just a tad bit too much. Boss is down to about 2/3. Pit control is very much in Hotstad's favor. Nice job from the Chromie evading the Valkyrie there. Boss does get full resetted. Lots of damage on to the Orphea, and she does go down. Odin was popped. I did not hear that going out, but it is pretty close to the end of its duration. Meanwhile, Siege Camp might be taking that fort, and Hotstad's just taking the top boss. Hey, Alpaca Man, thanks for raiding the NGS channel. Welcome, everybody. We are a little over halfway into our game 1 between Hotstads as well as Kentucky Fried Falstad. Hotstads is the favored team, and they are currently in a pretty decent lead at the moment, as they do secure the third and final fort of this map. Probably. Probably Haku. Falstad does continue to push in onto that keep in the top lane. They should be able to burn it relatively quickly. It's actually probably about dead. Pretty close. They definitely saved the keep here. I'm pretty sure the keep's alive. We'll have to see. Either way, they do need to contest now if they are going to contest at all. And they do stop it at about 12 seconds. Chromie is getting picked out here, though. Ooh, Anduin gets hit by the Valkyrie. Just steps up a little too much to try and save the Bronze Dragon. But again, everyone pretty healthy, and only one ult burned on the side of Hotstad's. And Kentucky Fried Falstad have lost 3 of their ultimates. Blaze taking a ton of damage here. Does get the Anduin pull and pops the bunker. Odin gets popped as well. 20s are available for both teams. Thinking we're going to see a light bomb pretty soon. But Kentucky Fried Falstad are just disengaging at the moment. Here we go. Now they're counter-engaging. Blaze again taking a ton of damage. Bunker is long gone now. Odin also ends. Big pull goes through. Light bomb getting stopped by Valkyrie. Blaze and the Beetle trade. Magic Turtle dropping to about 1/3 health. Quite a bit of danger there. Hotstads do have their siege camp pushing through mid, or did have their siege camp pushing through mid. Conflicted taking a ton of damage, does go down. Brightwing teleporting into the fight down here. Channel going through for Hotstads. I do remember this from the last time I cast Hotstads. They are very much a big fan of the slow, methodical approach, playing very, very safe. And it's worked out for them so far. They got up to, what, 2nd seed? Pretty sure they're 2nd seed. Cavalry will be approaching real soon. Mid lane has quite a few minions to go through. Top, not as many. Should be relatively okay in the top lane. Just a reminder for those of you who do not play the game, or at the very least do not really play this map, it is borderline impossible to end this map with only 1 keep down. You really need 2, and ideally you get 3, because the core does have damage reduction for every keep alive. Valkyrie did go out, not finding anyone, it didn't look like. Lots of damage onto the Orphea. She is okay, though. Chromie's in a little bit of danger, so it does get the pull. Tonio really wants a Bronze Dragon, and gets a Bronze Dragon. I think those cavalry can solo the core, honestly. So Kentucky Fried Falstad out for blood. Not watching the core close enough. Blaze doing a good job keeping him off it. And the core does go down. Kentucky Fried Falstad wanted blood and was focused a little too much on it. Not as an offlaner. Yeah, no, Tychus was not the offlaner for that team. Like, he played some of it a bit, but it was mostly Blaze. Very nicely done by both teams, but does look like the slow and methodical approach of Falstad once again wins them a game against Kentucky Fried Falstad. Yeah. I agree with Haku. So yeah, now we just wait for the lobby to come up. And update the score. Oh, mine not blown. Yeah, no, the slow methodical approach for Falstad is definitely a strategy. I much prefer pushing any advantage you have, but I'm not second seed, so I also prefer taking risks occasionally, and they don't, like, if they're ahead, they seem to do well, but if you can get them on the back foot, they definitely seem to have a problem because they're just not risk takers. But we'll have to see if Kentucky Fried Falstad can pull that off going on into Game 2. Getting messages about other stuff. I'm streaming, guys! I probably shouldn't check messages, but hey. Looks like we're still waiting on the lobby. So how is everyone doing? Hopefully doing well. I just popped over to make sure that the stream's still working for NGS, and they've got up to 60 people about. Got quite a few people around today. Love to see it. Interesting. Alright, we should have a lobby in a moment. Not sure what we'll end up seeing. Again, we'll probably see a pretty standard draft for Falstad. Just your standard tank, bruiser, burst, sustain, healer. I've not looked at all of their games, but most of the games I've seen, they kind of stick to the standard formula. Kentucky Fried Falstad, I've not looked at too much either. But I'm pretty sure they're also pretty textbook. Probably not going to see anything too crazy hit the Nexus today, rather this evening. Actually, there's a cast like right after me, I'm pretty sure, so if that is here as well, we might see something crazy then. This mash, there we go. That's the noun I'm looking for. Alright, we should be ready to go in a second. This is also not a great map to do anything too crazy on. Still waiting for that Artanis pick. I don't know if Falstad's does. It's also not a great map for Artanis, honestly. But you don't know where we're going yet. Ahaha. Where do you guys think we're going? I'm curious. I mean, I can't find out for another 30 seconds, and the lobby will probably be launched by then, but, you know, worth asking. Alright. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure everything is working on both channels. Yeah, looks like we're still good. I'm paranoid. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the heresy. My bad. My bad. I did not mean to speak heresy. It would appear I am out of water. It would also appear that the lobby is about ready to go, so water will have to wait. You have a point, Haku. But if Artanis is in the 4-man, who are you having double soak? Because there's very few DPS that can accurately or adequately double soak. And basically all of them will just get picked off at some point during the match. So teach me your ways. Tell me your strategy, good sir. Speak wisdom to me. I'm running out of clever ways of saying, tell me what you think. I feel like I'm getting replies a little faster. I do have the 30-second delay on NGS side, right? Okay, yeah, that was 30 seconds ago. Ooh, cool. I'm all paranoid. I'm using new fancy tools, and it's making me all paranoid. Nazebo's not a terrible choice, but again, he can just gotta be ganked. Alright, looks like everyone's ready to go, so now we just wait for the lobby to pop properly. That's a good one. Took me a few attempts to remember how that's pronounced, but I have heard that word before. I'm pretty sure I would pronounce it wrong, so I'm not going to. Expand my knowledge, that's another good one. Both very, very good ones. But, 'tis enough of that. Let's get into the match. Welcome everybody to Game 2 in our series between Hotstads and Kentucky Fried Falstad. Hotstads did in fact auto-win the coin flip, which Kentucky Fried Falstad apparently does not mind, as they went map pick for Game 2 as well. Kentucky Fried Falstad did ban out Towers of Doom as well as Battlefield of Eternity. Hotstads banned out Sky Temple as well as Tomb of the Spider Queen. Kentucky Fried Falstad then took us to Alterac Pass, where they lost. And now they take us to Valskaya, a very similar map in strengths and weaknesses to the to Alterac Pass. Well, so we'll have to see if they can do as I talked about prior and get ahead of Hotstads and kind of punish their more passive playstyle. It's probably the best way to answer Hotstads, in my opinion. We do see Double Archer banned out on the side of Hotstads, with Sylvanas banned out as well as Vala banned out. Both pretty strong tank burns, so we'll probably see a pretty tank-focused composition for Hotstads. We do also see Dehaka as well as Stukov banned out for Kentucky Fried Falstad. Those were the same bans as their previous match. Game? Map? Whatever. And Tassadar is the first pick for our Game 1. Game 2. We're past Game 1. Blaze Johanna, so very beefy frontline locked in play for Kentucky Fried Falstad. Hotstads might be starting to reconsider those bans, as those are two of the best heroes to try and answer a beefy frontline like that. Tychus is still available, though. He's another good one. Malthael is usually drafted for that kind of thing. It's not, like, his only strength, but This isn't his best map. We can't really double soak or do any of his big macro advantages. But we do see Anduin and Muradin picked up here. So likely going to be seeing a little bit more aggression with those light bombs. You don't pick Muradin, Anduin and go for passive light bombs. Tychus does get banned out, so that, I guess, Tassadar can kind of burn frontline too. Most sustained damage dealers can kind of burn frontline, but like, really known for it are Sylvanas, Vala, Tychus. Not sure what this ban is. Probably a healer. Maybe Brightwing. No, they're going for the full DPS Starve and are banning out the Jaina as well. So that's four total DPS banned out and one already picked up. So yeah, I mean they don't have a choice, but Kentucky Fried Falstad definitely want to lock in a DPS here. Probably both, actually. Nope, there's the Rhaegar, as well as Assia. Not sure what that last DPS will be. We'll probably be looking at something on the burstier side. Speaking of, Falstad still does not really have a solid burst DPS available to them. Maybe Ming? No! Maiev! Interesting for sure. Maiev Gazlo definitely is pretty rough. Looks like we're probably seeing a full Wombo combo, honestly. Blaze does have Bunker, though. So drafting a Wombo into a Blaze, bit risky. Yep, and there's the Burst DPS, Orphia. I love that skin series. Her, Slacker, I think they're called. Her high school girl ones. They're really, really well done. Alright. Let's go ahead and get ourselves into Game 2. Who all's excited? Hopefully everyone's excited. Oh, I was gonna say, it looks like lobby's loaded fast, but just like hard stop. Maiev is very nasty on this map, for sure. Yeah. Alright. Well, welcome everybody to Game 2. On the left side, we have Kakarot on the Gazlo, King on Muradin, Cuball on the Tassadar, User Error on Anduin, and Godly Noob on the Maiev. For Hot Stads. On the right side, we have Hax on the Orphia, Honey Badger on Blaze, Conflicted on the Cassia, Magic Turtle on Rhaegar, and who am I forgetting? Krogan on the Johanna for Kentucky Fried Falstad. Excuse me for a moment, I have a bot to ban. There we go. Apologies. Just wanted to make sure that bot did not have its way. Doesn't look like I missed too much, though. little bit of quest stacks are already unlocked for quite a few people. I think that was a triple hit if if Hax took the level 1. Yeah, it looks like both sides are just kind of playing relatively passive like the game 1. Both sides are picking up their turrets. Maev does go in, grabbing the Cassia right there. Nicely done. Turret was picked up by both sides. Blaze already about half done with his quest. Correction, exactly half done now. I think. Nope, over half. That's 15, not 16. Now again, both sides playing relatively passive. Not what I expected when I saw the draft for Falstad. We'll have to see if that continues as the game progresses and more tools become available for more individuals. Siege Camp is being held by Falstad. Pretty typical play for this map, as you want that pushing during the objective. And we'll probably pick it up any second, though. All laners are hanging out in the bot lane. Nice stun onto the Orphea. Unfortunately, there were no burst abilities available. Maev just getting all the Q resets there. Nicely done. Both sides just hanging out in the top lane at the moment. Blaze is on the point, though. You know, Maev just getting resets all day long. I don't entirely know how that Q talent works. I'm guessing it just deals additional damage if it hits 2 people. Overtime does get procced. Cleanse goes out onto the Orphea. She does dance her way out of danger a little bit, but she's still kind of in danger. But the point does get turned over to Falstad. Looks like it's going to turn sides again. Murden jumps in a second. Nope, it does get picked up by Kentucky Fried Falstad. Let's see how much they can get with this objective. Currently, they do not have a gunner. Orphea does go Dread Quest. Interesting. Protector is basically dead, but does have 30 seconds left. And it just gets left in a bush. I don't think it's hidden. I'm pretty sure everyone sees the Protector. Orphea is going in aggressive here. Maev unable to punish her, probably due to CDs if I had to guess. Yep, we do see the Warden's Cage, so it does look like a full wombo combo. Warren's Cage, Gravel Bomb, Light Bomb, Black Hole. Basically everything I expected for the Wombo. Oh, right. Thank you, Haku. There we go. I need more water. My throat's starting to dry out already. Siege Cap does get picked up by Kentucky Fried Falstad, as well as Hotstads. I don't think it's too long till the next objective gets started. You get both sides just kind of playing pretty passive. Here's the Wombo. Beast is going through, though. And Wombo does not get anyone. Nicely played by Kentucky Fried Falstad. Yeah, now they have Bunker, they have Feast. They've got a lot of ways to punish this Wombo combo. A little bit of sieging going on here. Cassia's in a little bit of danger, though. Murden does pop Avatar. Gonna be a long night.
Setting up an access terminal.
Looks like Maiev is looking for a pick, but I don't think she'll be able to get one. Gazlo picking up the turret. Stun does go out onto the Orphea, as does Light Bomb. Beast continuing to hit the Tassadar, but Orphea does go down. Looks like they're going to use the fact that Orphea is down to pick up the support camp. Solid play. Objective is still available. Meanwhile, it looks like Gazlo might be down in the bot lane there. And in fact, he is. Unfortunately, even though he does heal from that Explodium, he cannot heal beyond death. Ancestral does go out onto the Rhaegar there. Black Hole gets popped. About 50% on the points. Meanwhile, bot does continue to be sieged in here. Front wall does go down. Murden wants this kill. Blaze is going to charge out of danger. Orphea does get grabbed. Cleanse goes out. Maiev hurting quite a bit. And Cassia does bully the Anduin off of the point. Orphea very alone, though. Nicely done by the Maiev. Does not get taken out with the Orphea. Hotstads will be picking up their siege camp and likely going straight up to the objective here, as they do know no one is currently standing on it. And they only need to stand on it for, like, 3 full seconds. And there it is. First protector for the side of Hotstads does go down. And they will be pushing through the top lane. Meanwhile, Ando is taking quite a bit of danger. Life Bomb goes through, but does not find anyone. A little bit of health left on the fort. The Protector is pretty low at this point. Just one tap. There we go. Fort does go down, but so does the Protector. And it looks like Cassia will be taking out that bot fort, as she was pushing throughout the entire course of this objective. I have teleporting out of danger. Murden jumping into danger. Kentucky Fried Falstad are looking for the invade. Murden saw him. Fair enough, big brethren. Fair enough. Despite slightly being ahead on kills, Hotstads is behind on map. So their slow, methodical plan may not work this time around. Siege Camp is pushing in through the top lane from Kentucky Fried Falstad. Burden goes in aggressive for the Orphea. Life Bomb goes through. Orphea does get hit by it. Beast does drop. Cleanse onto Orphea, but it's not going to save her. Tassadar pretty low, does walk out with the stealth. And we do see Hotstads picking up the support camp. That Orphea, there's not a lot of point control on the side of Kentucky Fried Falstad. A lot of their point control is the Orphea. So that is now 2 support camps in play for Hotstads. Those each can pretty much win you a fight on their own. And they have 2 of them.
I'm getting another.
So it's going to be really hard for Kentucky Fried Falstad to win any of these fights. To be fair, fights have not really been going in their favor in general, which is why they have been absolutely playing the map right now. And so far, it's been working pretty well for them. They might actually just be going all in on this top fort now. Looks like Hotstads sees it.
It's time, heroes. Control the terminal and bring in the Protector.
Does not look like the fort will be going down. '20s are in play for Hotstads. Shouldn't be too much longer for Kentucky Fried Falstad, though. Hotstads will be going after their turret. I guess Tassadar is the only one that can carry it. Oh, it doesn't show. It doesn't show for us. Actually, it does look like we're going to be seeing an invade coming through from Hotstads. Life Bomb goes through. Orphea does get the unstoppable from the Johanna ult. Full Wombo gets popped. Red health bar's dropping real quick. Ancestral does go out, but it's not going to save him. That is 4 dead for the side of Kentucky Fried Falstad. Hopstads are going in on the Blaze here, trying to secure the 5th and final kill. But at the end of the day, it does not matter too much. Their opponents are down for 40 seconds, and Blaze does manage to get away. Meanwhile, the siege does begin as Anduin does finish the bot objective. Fair enough, Q-Ball. Fair enough. Sieging does continue. Still 10 seconds left on the res timers for Kentucky Fried Falstad. I'm pretty sure this keep goes down. It may not. Pretty low, though. Top siege camp was stolen. The top lane is very much in need of help. And the Protector does get picked up, completely uncontested for hot stats.
Blue team has taken control of a Protector.
No one into the gunner seat yet. There we go, Tassadar does go in. Tons of damage going out onto the Protector. Already down to about 50% health. Top lane continues to push with that siege camp that was stolen. Blaze will be going over to answer it, but that's still a lot of siege damage that top lane took. And the Protector will be taking this fort, it looks like. And they do successfully take it down. I always forget that the Protector has a dance. To be fair, there's not much else they can do with it right now. No point in leaving it somewhere. It has enough health, they might be able to do something with it. Oh, and they do leave it. Kentucky Fried Falstad doing a very good job of stabilizing the map, utilizing this time that there are no camps available to their advantage.
To its limit. Well done.
I disagree, Volskaya. That Protector was definitely not pushed to its limit. There was decidedly a health bar left. Hopstads are going to go ahead and pick up their turret. I did not realize that both support camps were dropped somewhere in one of the fights that happened. And camp invade coming through from Hopstads. That is 3 turrets available to them. I know he doesn't right now, but Gazlo has a Merc buff talent still, right? That wasn't taken away from him in the rework? I think it was, because I don't remember seeing it anytime I've looked at Gazlo's talents. The Protector was pushed to the limits of its battery pack. Fair. That's fair. Very, very fair. Looks like we're going to see a team fight starting any moment. Johanna going in onto the enemy front line there. Tassadar gets stunned. Black hole gets popped. Beast goes through. Maiev teleporting out of danger. Oh, he does. Okay. I don't know what tier it is, but it probably competes with something pretty impactful. 'Cause I've never seen anyone take it. A little bit of core damage from the Winions in that bot lane, though, onto the side of Kentucky Fried Falstad. Might see a fight for this, but I doubt it. Nope, support camp does get picked up by Falstad, further supporting their already pretty hefty lead. I'm afraid Falstad already have gotten one upset, though. And they've been doing well this game. Oh, he doesn't? Okay. I was trying to remember if he had it after his rework. Magic Turtle is starting the objective. Last mid objective did go in favor of Kentucky Fried Falstad. Whoever wins the objective next probably wins this game. Bunker does go down. Johanna doing a lot to mitigate the Wombo combo, but not enough as Cassia, Johanna, Orphea, Rhaegar all go down to the Wombo combo. And once again, Blaze remains the only one who survived the Wombo. Very nicely played by Falstad, and does look like they will be going for the core to end out the game here and now. Good try, Blaze. Good try. Gotta do what you can to take as much damage off the core, but these 20 seconds are gonna be a real long time for Kentucky Fried Falstad. And well played. That is game 2 in favor of Falstad. And I'm going to refill my water as we go into our game 3. All right, we're back. We are not just ending here. Yeah, no, it's best of 5. I was corrected. Unless I was corrected incorrectly. Which is possible. Aku is a fan of a certain swordsman, so may just want us to keep going until said swordsman gets picked. Pretty sure he's right, though. Alright, still waiting on the map picks. Oh, okay, Hector. I'm guessing everybody is taking bathroom breaks and the like, which I cannot blame. Alright, there we go. Once again, they go for the map pick. And go a very different direction with it. Interesting, interesting. Now we just wait for the lobby. There we go. Sorry, I am receiving messages and stuff about regionals, so trying to engage with them during downtime. Hopefully things are not too quiet for you guys. My word, I was more thirsty than I thought. I'm already almost through my water. All right. Don't think they're waiting on us, but just in case, we'll pop the caster R. Might need to, Okay, big brethren. Glad to have you here. Hopefully you have a wonderful night. I do think I'm gonna have to hide my camera for the draft. The light's starting to bother me. And this is why I have Studio working on a PNG tube for me. Anyway, let's get rolling. Welcome everybody to Game 3 in our series between Hotstads and Kentucky Fried Falstad. Hotstads are so far 2-0. They did, in fact, they are the favorite team as well. As such, they did auto-win the coin flip. Kentucky Fried Falstad then banned out Towers of Doom, and Battlefield of Eternity. Hotstads then banned out Sky Temple and Tomb of the Spider Queen. Kentucky Fried Falstad takes us to Alterac Pass, where they lost, and then they decided to go for a map pick yet again, and took to Valskaya, where they had a solid early game, but unfortunately did not come out victorious. And now we're on to Cursed Hollow, where they once again have decided to take us. Alright, and hide my camera because I am dark. There we go. Draft is going by quickly so far. We do have the Sylvanas Vala bands yet again, as well as the Dihaka Stukov bands yet again. All solid bands all around. Blaze was the first pick for Hofstad. Andu and Johanna was locked in for Kentucky Fried Falstad. The ever adorable Brightwing and Tychus have entered the battlefield as well. My word. Finally have a second to breathe. And forgot to turn off the music. Hopefully that was not too bothersome. Meriden is banned out as well. Pretty solid all-rounder tank. Not sure what this ban is. Almost certainly DPS. Falstad! So we will not see a Kentucky Fried Falstad for Kentucky Fried Falstad. There's a lot of directions they can go with this. Might lock in offlaner, or hold it as a counter pick. Nope, they do lock in the Sonya and Hanzo, so we probably see another Orphea, unless it gets stolen by Hotstads, in which case we see another Orphea from another point of view. Anubarak is the tank that Hotstads will be going with. And as for their burst DPS,
So it begins.
interesting. We'll have to see how this plays out if Asmodon can stack on pace. This is not an easy map for him to stack on pace, even if he's fed stacks by his team. So we'll have to see. Could be auto build. Joe's pretty easy to stack off of an auto build.
The wait is over.
And double sustained damage for Kentucky Fried Falstad. Can't say I have too much of an opinion on either of these drafts. I've got a lot of ways they can work and a lot of ways they can't. Time will tell if we'll be on our way home tonight. I was gonna say my gut says something, but my gut doesn't say anything. My gut says this will be a game. That's what my gut says. Alrighty, everybody, welcome to the battlefield. We have Kakarot on the Tychus, King on the Beetle, Cuball on Asmodon, User Error on the ever-adorable Brightwing, and Godly Noob on Blaze for Hotstads. On the right side, we have... apparently interesting conversations. But on the right side, we have Conflicted on Hanzo, Krogan on the Johanna, Honey Badger on Sonya, Hax on Cassia, and Magic Turtle on Anduin for Kentucky Fried Falstad. Little bit of aggression coming out from Kentucky Fried Falstad right out of the gate. Not too much gotten there, though. Lanes are getting soaked. So he did go for Gluttony. So he's mostly going to be trying to go for these team fights. Oh, that was not a NGS related message. First objective will be in the top lane. And we do see plays for the siege camps right away. Does favor Kentucky Fried Falstad ever so slightly, as their camp will be pushing in the far lane. $18 stacks for Asmodon. He's having a little bit of trouble stacking at the moment. Bruiser Camp also being picked up by Kentucky Fried Falstad. They are very much trying to play the macro game here. Interesting. Shout of Fury and Tough as Nails. You don't usually see that combo. Bot Siege Camp is being taken care of.
Gather tribute.
And the objective does get announced. Looks like Joe is checking on enemy Bruiser Camp here. Little bit of aggression going through in the top lane. Might see some aggression coming through from the Sonya. Looks like Anduin will pick up the first tribute of the game. And Sonya does go in on to the Anubarak here, while Cassia tries to bully the right wing. Seeing quite a bit of aggression coming through from Kentucky Fried Falstad this game. Engage from the Blaze. Trying to keep the Anduin locked down, but he's overall okay. Tribute, next tribute is still in the top lane. Two of the DPS are soaking that bottom lane, so they'll probably be late to the fight. Speaking of the fight, looks like it's already begun in the top lane here. Bit of a 3v2. Right wing does start work on the objective, but does get poked off of it. Blaze looking for an engage, it looks like. Here comes the Tychus. I'm just waiting for something to happen. Sitting here holding my breath, making sure that I can speak when the fight begins. Joe does step up for the interrupt. Looks like Titan's gonna try and pick it up. Gets stopped by the threat of the Sonya. Interrupt comes through from the Blaze. About a half a level advantage is in play for Kentucky Fried Falstad. And speaking of, Kentucky Fried Falstad will in fact pick up the second tribute of the game, putting a lot of pressure on Hofstads to successfully pick up the third. Asmodan about 110 stacks. Has quite a bit of catch-up to do. Blackpool should help, though. These fights have not really been going in a way that Asmo can stack. Which is kind of unfortunate for him, but very fortunate for Kentucky Fried Falstad. Channel does get started by Hotstads. Big Hanzo arrow, but the fight's already over, as Johanna does go down, and the objective is picked up by Hotstads. Siege Camp is going down pretty quickly. But so is that front wall. Or rather, and so is that front wall. That just looked cruel. I don't know why that looked cruel, but it looked cruel.
Shall we see who gathers enough tribute this time?
Next tribute will be available momentarily. Looks like Sonya's going to start work on the Bruiser Camp, but so is the Brightwing Tychus combo. Blaze pops Bunker. Bruiser Camp is picked up for the side of Hotstads. Looks like Brightwing will be able to get the second tribute uncontested, meaning that the fifth tribute will be cursed for whoever wins the next fight. Azanan is starting to catch up on stacks. Still got a long road ahead of him, though. Lots of aggression coming through into that bottom part of mid lane. Brightwing does go down. That was a massive light bomb, taking 3 of them out of the picture for quite a while. Blaze also goes down. Camp in the mid lane does finally die. Hotstads has a few tools that they can use to try and prevent the tribute from being picked up, but I doubt they'll be able to. Looks like Hotstads does agree, as Magic Turtle does grab the curse for his team. And now things are about to get much worse for the side of Hotstads. This map's objective is very powerful, almost entirely guaranteeing you 3 forts. Or at least 3 structures. Like, you can kind of defend one of them, but then you tend to lose, like, keep or something else. It's just real rough. to try and defend this objective. Lots of damage onto the beetle. Light Bomb goes through a little too late as the beetle was already squished. Hanzo does get picked up in the bot lane though.
The red team has destroyed a fort.
At the second fort, 10 seconds left on Curse. Looks like they're going in on the Blaze.
My curse subsides.
Pretty solid defense from the side of Falstad. Hello, NGS. I think is how you pronounce your name. Feel free to correct me. I am not good with names at the best of times, and this is not the best of times. Boss is being picked up by the side of Kentucky Fried Falstad. Bottom Siege as well was also picked up. Sonya in a little bit of danger. Blaze in a lot of danger here. Hanzo Arrow finds him, and he does go down. Asmonon is pretty close to caught up at this point. And that is a double boss play successfully done for Kentucky Fried Falstad. That boss just exploded. Meanwhile, top boss is continuing to push, but it is completely alone, as Hotstads did pick up the siege camp.
The red team has destroyed a fort.
Third and final fort is down on the side of Hotstads. Looks like the fight is going to be over the bot lane. Sonya might get the objective for free, though. Boss already down to about 1/3. There it goes. Front wall of the keep did go down.
Gather tribute or face my curse. The choice is simple.
Bruiser camp being picked up by both sides. Looks like we got ourselves a little bit of a bush party, but I don't think Hotstads have any intention of going through that space. Blaze might be in quite a bit of danger, though. He does get rooted. Bunker goes down. Bunker goes down! Blessed Shield goes through and Blaze goes down. But the tribute is going to be picked up, and that will be Curse for Hotstads.
And now you shall fall.
Meanwhile, that Bruiser camp in the mid lane is still pushing for both sides, but Kentucky Fried Falstads will probably die real soon. Speaking of Kentucky Fried Falstad, they have zero interest in defending the Curse right now, and are just going all in on this keep. Cocoon goes out onto the Sonya. Light Bomb goes out, but it doesn't find anyone, thanks in part to the Emerald win. Sonya does get pulled.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Bottom fort goes down in favor of Hotstads. Honestly, I don't think Hotstads could ask for a much better situation for them to be in right now. They did take down the mid fort as well, kept the entire enemy team from defending. And yeah, like, I don't think they could really ask for much else. Looks like they're gonna get the top fort as well.
the curse end.
Jucifer, thank you for the follow, and welcome to the community, by the way.
Blue team has destroyed a
There goes the fort. Blaze getting picked out in the mid lane, though, yet again. Bunker not going to save him this time either. Red health bar is very low, though. Big leap goes through. Big light bomb as well. Emerald's Wind trying to keep the team alive. Johanna and Nubrak both go down. Currently 2 for 1. Correction, 3 for 1 in favor of Kentucky Fried Falstad. 4 for 1 in favor of Kentucky Fried Falstad. 20s are in play for Kentucky Fried Falstad as well. How many times am I going to say Kentucky Fried Falstad? They don't have a whole lot of health behind them. Tonya just took a massive Asmodon Q as well. He has a ton of counter siege, so it does not look like they can end, and does not look like they're willing to try. Instead, going for the camp invade. Does get picked up. Thonia just eating all of these Asmodon Qs. They have got to be hurting. And Kentucky Fried Falstad are going to go ahead and go for the top boss here. I'm pretty sure Tribute will be available pretty soon, so this boss could end up securing them their second Tribute.
I grow tired of your petty squabbling. Gather tribute. Earn my favor.
Good one, Gucifer. I'm pretty sure I said it that way once or twice. Unintentionally. But when you say it, like, what, the 7 times I said it? You're gonna say it wrong once or twice. We do see a full core push here, though. It is late enough that this boss is a serious threat to the core. Cocoon does go through. Emerald Wind does pop. Big light bomb as well. Core shield's about to break. Red health bar's real low, though. User error trying to keep everybody alive. Looks like core will be stopped at about 60%. Cassia does go down. Emerald Wind gets popped yet again. Anduin goes down as well. Krogan going for the core, but eats the Asmodon Q and does go down.
Hero slain.
Solid 4-kill in favor of Hotstads. Asmodon fully online now. Now, the question is, how much can Hotstads get out of the 4-kill? They do have a little over 30 seconds of the map completely to themselves. Brightwing will be picking up the objective. My word, those waves are just detonating. They do take out the keep, and will be picking up Bruiser Camp. We are now in the situation that next teamfight win could end up being a game win. Everybody is back for Kentucky Fried Falstad.
Shall we see who gathers enough tribute this time?
I was gonna say, I feel like that boss play is a little risky, especially with Curse in the top lane. Bruiser Camp is being picked up by Hotstads. Tribute's available, but looks like Hotstads will be giving it. Next one is Curse for Kentucky Fried Falstad. Neither side wants to lose the next team fight. Like I said, this late in the game, both teams have an open lane. Next team fight could be the game ender. It is anyone's game. Looks like Falstads are looking for, looking at the boss. Worried about it getting grabbed. Next team fight might be right here. Nope, Falstad does back out. Spear, what's the spear upgrade? Ah, gotcha. Falstads have got to fight this. Cocoon onto the Johanna. Big hit onto Anduin, but he should be able to heal up just fine. Hanzo arrow onto 2. Pull does go out onto the Johanna. She's still got a little bit of a health bar left. Not the same for the Beetle. Definitely not the same for Tychus. Emerald Wind gets popped yet again. Curse goes through in favor of Kentucky Fried Falstad, and it looks like we might be going into a game 4 here. Depends on if Azmodan can successfully counter siege as well as he did last time. Polly onto Krogan. Big hit onto the Cassia. Thor still has shields. Joe takes a ton of damage and does go down. Core shields are down. Cassia trying to go out onto the core. Cassia goes down. Core at 40%. Hanzo trying to eat the core as well. Sonia's next to fall. Hanzo's next to fall. Anduin's next to fall. 11% on the core. Serious danger for Winions here. Looks like Blaze will be playing defense, while the entire rest of Hotstads are going in for the push onto the enemy core here. 30 seconds till Cassia is up and available. Brightwing does teleport in. Blaze desperately trying to fight hard against the Winions. This is going to be a battle entirely decided on how well Blaze can do at defending the core. Regardless, the game ends here. Core down to 40%. Still Cat is available, but it does not look like they'll reach the enemy core. And Hotstads does secure Game 3 in their favor, completely ending the series in a full 3-game sweep for Hotstads, the favored team of the evening. Well played to both teams. Absolutely well played to both teams. Blaze had some close calls with some of those katas. Like, I'm not sure how long he could have kept everybody at bay there like he was. But I don't think it was that long. He was probably a little stressed. What? A win's a win. Who cares about a few gray hairs if you win? Am I right? See about getting ourselves an interview. chat should be in momentarily. Let me make sure everything is good to go. Hello, hello. Pretty good. That was a beautiful series. Nice sweep by you guys. Yeah, sure. I was gonna say, I could hop into one of the lobbies if that's easier. Yeah, no, I was watching the blaze real carefully to see if any of those katas got through. Like, definitely. I was gonna say, do you want us to hop into it? Yep. Yep. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, you guys cannot be heard. One sec.
There we go. It was weird.
There we go. Yep, that should work. But yeah, very, very, very nicely done by you
Appreciate
guys.
it. Thank you.
So
Thanks
you
for-
guys are
thanks for
now
streaming.
going off into the finals.
Yeah. They're saying they can't hear us in
Yep.
Twitch.
I've already fixed it.
Oh.
Yeah, 30-second
Sorry.
delay. I fixed it. They won't know for another 10 seconds. But yes. Yeah, no, that last game, real neck and neck, for sure.
Kakarot made a comment. He's not convinced that we were breathing at all, and I think he is very correct. I think we all were just like, ugh.
That's fair. That is very fair. Well, you guys definitely need to keep breathing. There's still another match for you guys to go.
Yeah. No, that was tonight we were looking forward to, because we like really liked, we have like a good friendship with all of them, so it's kind of like a fun friendly rivalry. So we were
For
just
sure.
like, even though we got the next one, this was probably the game we were looking forward, like these were the games we looked forward to the most in the playoffs. Like we were really excited that we got to play them.
That's fair. Yeah, no, always good to go up against friends. So I did want to comment on that game too. You guys had a bit of trouble setting up the wombo combo that you guys drafted for. Is there anything specific that was really disrupting you guys, or just weren't quite on the same page?
Yeah, go ahead, King. Oh, you.
I feel like the Orphea ult, right? Just dropping the Orphea ult.
I was gonna say,
is
that's
is
what
that
it
right?
looked
Right in
like.
the middle of the Maiev ring.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
looked
good
like
zone.
it was a mixture of that and the bunker. I wasn't sure if there was one that you guys leaned more into that was just like, oh my word, we can't catch a break here.
Yeah, they had a good comp like to go against us for that.
For
so
sure.
That was something that kind of that definitely was like, all right, how are we gonna do this? And then we just tried to figure it out.
Is that something you
Yeah,
guys
we're trying to
brought
be
out-
patient.
Yeah, is that something you guys brought out in the main season, or is that a playoff exclusive?
We can neither deny or we can neither confirm nor deny due to people going to be watching this trying to get info.
Ah, fair.
Gotta keep it secret. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Don't know.
So you guys sounds like you guys have some stuff you're trying to keep close to the vest, so I won't ask too many more questions, despite my curiosity. And I'll go ahead and leave the floor to you guys for shoutouts then.
Shout out to Hots Chads. That's our our brother Hots Dads group. And then shout out to Kentucky Fried, because we were really excited to say them. And I don't know if Cringe played their games yet, or
They play tomorrow.
whoever.
I
Oh,
was
they
gonna say,
play
I
tomorrow.
don't
So we're
think
excited
they
to.
play yet.
Yeah, so shout out to that team. Not team, but that's gonna be our final.
Yeah, that'll be a pretty good match too, because they kind of wiped the whole like division. They I would say they were like quite ahead of everybody, so it'll be an interesting matchup. They dominated us in the regular season, so we're kind of looking forward to having one more stab at trying to take a win. But
Yeah, but we're not counting out the other team too, because we always talk about how like playoffs will be like the top contenders will get knocked out by like the lowest teams, just because you just never know.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, that's always a risk. I mean, Kentucky Fried were an upset getting to this match, so you never know.
Yeah, I
when
heard
there'll be another one.
that had us really on our toes because we actually lost to Deep Waters. I think we beat them the first game, then they beat us too. So when they dominated them, it was kind of like, okay, like we need to like really pay attention to what's going on because they just dominated a team that we lost 1-2 on. So it was like kind of like a big, all right, like hey, let's get ready.
For
See
sure.
what's going
Yeah,
on.
no, that's always a pretty stressful thing to experience. But,
Appreciate you. Oh, and thanks for streaming with us, of course. Thanks for streaming us because
Yeah,
we were
no
kind of worried.
problem.
Like, man, I hope we get somebody to stream us because this is going to be some spicy games. And that last one was
Oh, for sure.
woo, spicy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Not a problem at all. I was glad to be here. So. But yeah. Good
Alright.
games and good luck in the finals.
Thank you.
We'll do. Thank you very much. Hope you have a good weekend.
You too.
Thanks.
So we will go ahead and wrap things up. Thank you all for joining me so far. And yeah, for those of you who are late coming in, I'll quickly reintroduce myself before heading out. I have been Shadonis. I am a caster for NGS, as well as a TCG player and a few things that I've been playing around with. It has been my pleasure to be here and to bring you these lovely games. If you guys are interested in NGS, there is more information, I'm pretty sure, set up. Yeah, no, there's lots of information set up below, so feel free to take a look at that and all that stuff. Yeah, can't think of anything else to say, so I'll go ahead and wrap things